Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's video, day 10 will take us to the 29th of July, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the excellent GFS and ECM ensembles, maybe around a couple of weeks. I'll have a look at CFSB2 at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, so that's just well into August. Of course, the primary focus of this first part of the video, though, is going to be on the very historic weather that we have had. Today it is a day for the history books, as we have broken our records in terms of both minimum and maximum temperatures over the past 24 hours. We have reached 40 degrees, as we've been predicting here at GavsWeatherVids for several days. You know, temperature's gone above 40 degrees. It's been a phenomenally hot day, and I'll talk you through the latest at the moment. We won't know until tomorrow what the exact highest temperature was, but we do know that we've gone to and above 40 degrees today. So there's no doubt about that. It's just how, where we'll get the exact highest temperature and you know, who will take the prize. And we'll confirm that, I suspect, tomorrow. Well, I shall get on with your 10 to 14 day in a moment. Just said first video today was our 6am upload, and we'll also release the ECM WF 38/6 weeks. Okay, so check out those two videos if you'd like to do that. Please like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this. You will notice that once again the curtains are drawn here at the towers. It's extraordinarily hot here in GavsWeatherVids Towers today. Even with the curtains and windows shut, it is just so hot, and I can't wait until the sun goes down and I can get the doors and windows open and start getting some fresh air through. But at the moment, if I open things up, I just bring the heat in. So keep those doors and windows shut for a little bit longer, everyone, and later on you will be able to open up and start letting the fresh air in. Right, okay, so that's the reason it's a little bit darker, but I hope you can see me all right. Right, okay, let's have a look then. Just turn off the webcam. And so this was how it started the day. It seems a very long time ago now, but this tweet from the UK Met Office confirming that we had our highest UK overnight minimum temperatures, both for England and Wales, and for the UK too. 24.5 at Aberporth and at 25.8 at Kenley. And they tweeted, the UK has provisionally seen the highest daily minimum temperature on record. Temperatures didn't fall below 25 degrees in places, exceeding the previous highest daily minimum record of 23.9 recorded in Brighton on the 3rd of August 1919. Hashtag Heatwave. Hashtag Heatwave 2022. That's how it started the day, and things have just got gradually hotter and more severe from there. These are the latest temperature observations from XC Weather as of 4:30 this afternoon, and there you see it. You don't see that very often. That's a first. That is a first. 40 degrees there for the UK. I think it might have happened a couple of times, but when you actually look into it, it's actually been for Calais, and like over on the other side of the channel and whatnot. So I mean, 40 degrees has appeared on that page a few times in recent years, but this applies to us. So at the moment, 40 degrees as I'm recording video at Conisbee, and 40 degrees also at Humberside. Doncaster has also recorded 40 degrees today, along with a few other places. We started off with the heat down in the southeast, so Heathrow recorded 40 degrees, as did where was the place that recorded 40 degrees? Norfolk recorded 40 degrees. I'm so hot here at the towers, I'm having a job to think straight. It was Norfolk and Heathrow that led the way around midday with 40 degrees, and then, as expected, as models have been predicting, that plume of, that dome of extreme heat went from the southeast up the east side, running up the A1 in towards Lincolnshire and Yorkshire too. So performing exactly as expected with these 40 degree temperatures over on the eastern side of the country, from the southeast, from London up to Lincolnshire and parts of Yorkshire as well. As of 4 p.m, these have been our highest temperatures. So Conisbee, at this moment, Conisbee is like the hottest place and has the record, you know, has the UK temps record at 40.3. We've also got St James's Park at 40.2. And we've also got Heathrow at 40.2. We've got Kew Gardens at 40.1. Northolt at 40 degrees bang on, and Cambridge at 39.9. So at the moment it is Coningsby that has the UK temperature record. That is subject to change though. Somewhere might pip that, you know, in the next few minutes as I'm recording the video. Up to that was at 4 p.m. So, in the past hour, you know, it's just gone 5 o'clock when I'm recording this video, somewhere might have picked that, an official station. And then, of course, we've got other stations that won't have data finalised until, like, tomorrow. So, we know what happened in 2019, that we thought somewhere had the record on the Thursday, on the very hot day, on the Thursday afternoon, evening, and it's actually the next day, the Friday, that the Botanical Gardens in Cambridge came out and picked everybody to the post. So we will finalise this tomorrow. We will know tomorrow, I would have thought, where the hottest place is. At the moment, Coningsby. We can say with 100% certainty, though, that 40 degrees has been recorded. That's the first time in recorded history that we have reached 40 degrees, 104 Fahrenheit. It's suspected we might have got to 40 degrees on the 13th or 14th of July, 1808. So, you know, possible in the past that we've reached 40 degrees back in like centuries ago. But in terms of like, but that's never been, you know, officially finalised, whatnot, because there were very few stations around then. So in terms of the official, you know, the official number, definitely that is the first time we've ever recorded 40 degrees in this country. Unfortunately, we are also seeing really severe fires breaking out as a result of these high temperatures today and the very dry conditions that we've had throughout most of the summer. So, you know, very, very much tinderbox out there. So please be careful with, you know, with flames and whatnot. Be very, very careful. We are seeing wildfires, and unfortunately some people's homes have been burnt down with these fires as well. Absolutely extraordinary times and historic, severe weather. We predicted it, you know, but this would happen. I think we had a pretty good forecast, and we picked up on this like a couple of weeks ago. The GFS was the first model to pick up on this. Has been very, very consistent. I'm really pleased how the GFS has come out, but obviously it's also very worrying. It's scary, and for people affected, you know, adversely, it's really bad as well. So that's it. Anyway, we reached 40 degrees. It has been the hottest day recorded in the UK, and so a day for the history books, most definitely. And we'll confirm tomorrow exactly how hot it did get today. Right, so pretty good forecast from UKV. This was the minimum temperatures prediction for today on the low end. So you got like the maximum temperature prediction, which took things up to 41, 42 degrees. We haven't reached that level, but on the minimum, on the lower side, yes, the prediction was accurate at 40 degrees there, widely from London up towards Lincolnshire and Yorkshire. So very good performance there by UKV. Those temperatures are going to ease back now, so the worst is more or less over. We will see the temperature begin to slide down. It's going to be a very, very warm evening. I mean, at 10 o'clock, we've still got temperature hovering around 30 degrees there across many eastern parts of the country. It's only gradually through the night that cooler, fresher air will start to dig in. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, where we've got temperatures in the low 20s across much of England, Wales. It will be a very warm day in the east tomorrow. Temperatures into the upper 20s Celsius mark, hovering around 30 degrees, but nowhere near as hot as it is today, and there's no sign really of a return to extreme and excessive heat, but it does get warmer as we go into the weekend, with temperatures by Saturday back up into the upper 20s Celsius. What about thunder? What's going to happen with the breakdown? Will there be any thunder? Let's just have a quick look at that. So, yeah, we've got this cold front coming in from the west. A few scattered thunderstorms developing. I don't think they've really come to much yet. Also central area, but a few scattered thunderstorms coming in. A few scattered thunderstorms could develop across parts of northern England ceiling. And that's like the main cold front just there that's pushing in and bringing the cooler air. That cold front, very weak feature, but brings a few showers through the Midlands, some parts of East England ceiling. One or two of those might be fungy. These are the classic fungy breakdown. It's as we see so often with these heat spikes over the past few years. We don't get rewarded with a classic fungy breakdown like we did back in the day with the old Spanish plumes that, you know, weren't as excessively hot as this, but did maybe last a day or so longer, and also resulted in better thunderstorms. I wonder whether it's because the air is drier with these heat spikes, as the air is coming right away from like Africa as opposed to Spain. What you get in Spanish plume, the air with this fundamentally has come from North Africa, I think. So I suspect the air is drier, and I suspect that's the reason that when it breaks down, it doesn't break into the thunderstorms. I could be wrong about that. It's just like a thesis. You know, let me know in the comments what you think. But there will be a few showers rumbling around. Let's see, one or two of them could be on the fungy side, and then those dying away through the second half of the night. But then more downpours could develop tomorrow, and maybe a little bit more towards the southeast with both as well. Again, very isolated, very scattered, so once more, not a classic fungy breakdown at all. But some of these eastern and southeast areas might get like a storm. I know there is a weather warning in force for the southeast for tomorrow for isolated thunderstorms. However, many places will miss them as they dry. And then there's not much sign of rain really until we get into the weekend. We start to bring some wet weather into the north and west, but very little rainfall over the next few days for most parts of England and Wales. So obviously where we've got these fires, that is not going to help things. We could do a really good deluge to wash those fires out. Right, so central temperature, of course, is responding to this. We have not quite reached 18 degrees yet. We're standing at 17.7, provisional to yesterday, to the 18th of July. That's getting on for 2 degrees above average. It will be undoubtedly well above 18 degrees when this updates tomorrow. There's no two ways about that. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. Next comes week's one at Peterborough today. So the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Peterborough. We're starting off very, very hot at the moment, close to 25 degrees at 8:58. Those upper air temperatures will be coming down from around now onwards. By the time we get to the weekend, we're going to be back much closer to average. Beyond that, we might see another sort of push in the temperature later on in the weekend. So by the time it's the end of the week, I should say, we're back close to the average. But by the weekend, we might see the upper air temperature pushing back up again, actually. Not getting to the extreme level of heat we're at today, but maybe getting the temperature back into the 30 Celsius around Sunday down in the south. Anyway, that's ain't quite brief, and then after that we're close to average through the closing days of the month. Maybe a bit of a warming trend there into the opening days of August, because that is a really long way up. Precipitation-wise, going to be a lot of dry weather over the next few days. Not much in weather precipitation. You know, there might be shower, could be storm here and there, but it's not a classic funky scenario. End of July into early August might just be a little bit more unsettled though. Temperature anomalies from the 19th to 27th of July are very, very substantially above average. Precipitation anomalies from 19th to 27th of July are drier than average for most parts of England West, just a little bit wetter than average in the northwest. So significantly warmer than normal and drier than normal, particularly so for England and Wales. The latest wind map from earthnoschool.net shows signs of a change. So you will see that across southern and eastern areas, we're drawing up winds still from the south. Still drawing up that very, very hot air from off continent, but notice out to the west, the wind direction is changing to a little bit more of a west or a southwesterly. If I overlay the temperature prediction with that, where are our temperatures? There we go. or not temperature prediction, but current temperature overlay, you'll see that the heat is, that's indicated by the deep orange and red colours, of course. The heat is just here. Notice out to the west, it's looking a lot cooler, and that cooler, fresher air is on its way in. I've had enough of this heat, so I'll be glad when the cooler and fresher air arrives, and I'll be glad to see this incredible, fierce furnace heat being pushed away on this hot Tuesday. Right, let's go through the chart data then very quickly. I want to get this wrapped up because I'm melting here in GavsWeatherVids towers. So as soon as I get this done, I'm going to go and sit in the freezer for half an hour, I think, or the fridge. Right, so here's the UK Met Euro then. This is all midnight run data. Try to set updating as I'm doing the video, but I'm going to bring you the early and midnight run data. So on Friday, high pressure reaching to the north could bring some dry there, maybe a few showers a little bit further south. Over the weekend, we see low pressure runs into the northwest, that could bring some rain. Excuse me, that could bring some rain there. Meanwhile, further south, though, this ridge of high pressure will start to allow hotter air to come back up from the south again. So around Sunday into Monday, it actually looks quite hot down the south. Nowhere near as excessive as it is right now, but it does get hotter later in the weekend. There's the upper air temperature showing plus 15 Celsius iceberg push through the country. Remember, at the moment we've got temperatures basically, upper air temperature basically around plus 25 though. So that's very warm. It's like standard warm to hot weather for our country, but it is not like the extreme upper air temperature and surface temperature heat that we have got today. Nevertheless, it's very warm weather though, in what is turning out to be a very warm to hot summer. And though by the time you get through to this time next week, midnight Tuesday, we're drawing back in a cooler northwesterly flow once again. Does look very dry, I have to say, particularly for England and Wales. Icon looks like that again. Over the weekend, we're going to draw up some pretty hot air into the south. I think there's certainly very warm air, not as hot as it is right now. Further north and west, there will be low pressure bringing cloud and rain. It's the upper air temperature again. They are looking very warm there with Icon briefly around sunny Monday. And then we go back into something cooler from the northwest once again. GFS midnight run. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, I'm so hot. GFS midnight run looks like that. Again, under that sort of flabby area of high pressure on Friday over the weekend. Relatively high pressure in the south, very warm and dry there. More cloud and rain up to the northwest. Early part of next week looks like that, so very warm to quite hot with the upper air temperatures for England and Wales. Briefly around Sunday, Monday, something cooler as this trough of low pressure pushes through from Monday into Tuesday. That pushes away the warmth. Whether there will be any thunder and rain with that, we won't know. Doing close to the time frame. Notice we plus 20 Celsius iceberg is in over the low country, so not all that far away from us at all. The second half of next week we look like that. So low pressure deepening to the northwest of Scotland, starting to bring some wind and rain into the northwest around day 10. And then beyond that into the opening days of August. That's staying quite cool and unsettled with low pressure then slipping in from off the Atlantic, giving a relatively cool and unsettled start to August. We'll have to see about that, I think. This is how the GFS 6Z is looking. So once again, rather flabby with the pressure patterns on Friday over the weekend. Low pressure will bring some rain to the northwest, but high pressure will keep the south mainly dry and very warm to locally quite hot. Not for long. We push some cooler wet air in from the northwest for the early part of next week, but never all that far away from high pressure through much of next week in the south anyway, keeping the dry weather going. In the extended range, it looks like we're going back into hotter weather into the opening days of August with this GFS run as we get reached back in from the Azores. Is that setting up another hot spell? Not quite. Low pressure then comes back in. So, how's it go though through the opening days of August? Turning things hot there. If you enjoyed the video then, please can you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. And drop a comment and let us know about this and all of our videos. Thank you so much to all of you. It's been an incredible couple of weeks while we've been counting down to this severe spell of weather, severe hot spell. And I hope you found our videos interesting and informative. I think we've been you know, I think we've done quite well with the way we've forecast this, to be honest. So I'm quite pleased with the way GavsWeatherVids has forecast this, and I hope you found the videos informative and useful as well in terms of keeping yourself safe and cool and whatnot. Right, GM, looks like that. So again, we've got this flabby area of high pressure through the last stages of the week, and then over the weekend, low pressure into the northwest, bringing some cloud rain there. Mainly dry and very warm though, down in the south and the southeast. And then through the early part of next week, this trough of low pressure digs in from the northwest. That could bring rain and cooler air in from the northwest as well. Going to the right extended range and high pressure re-establishing mode with the GM, so could that be going back to some drier, hotter weather for months ahead from the beginning of August. It makes you wonder. That's the 29th of July, day 10. And then finally for the charts, the ECM WF again, all much of a muchness on Friday over weekend. Low pressure brings cloud rain into the northwest, but in the south, this ridge of high pressure should keep things mainly dry and potentially very warm. Upper air temperatures by Monday look like that, plus 15 Celsius. Iceland is through England and Wales, not for all that long. By Tuesday, cooler air being pushed back in from the northwest. But fundamentally, high pressure continues to be quite dominant with ECM right way up to day 10. That is the day 10 chart, 29th of July, and we're back under a ridge from the Azores high once again. So particularly further south, the prolonged dry spell, dare we say the drought goes on. Further north, it is a little bit more unsettled at times. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com. Not much going on this evening in terms of showers and storms. There's a few scattered bits and pieces around, but you know, it's all very, very hit and miss. Tomorrow looks a little bit better through these east and southeastern parts of the country, so we might generate some showers and storms. I think that'll be quite isolated, but we might generate some showers and storms in the east and southeast tomorrow. Then we go through into Thursday. Again, lots of dry weather. Friday might bring some more widespread showers, though, so that looks a little bit more useful when the charts go flabby. Into the weekend, the rain is primarily to the north and west. It's mainly dry and very warm in the south and the southeast. And then through the early part of next week, a little bit on the showery side for a while before high pressure reforms around days 8, 9, 10, and we go back to mainly dry weather. There's some rain coming and going, but not much, and for many places, you know, the prolonged dry spell will continue. This is the option on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10, which gets us to the 29th of July from the Icelandic Met Times 51. After members of the ECM ensemble show high pressure ridging in from the southwest, bringing loads of dry and very warm weather with it around day 10. In 2 weeks' time, this is the option that we've got. It gets us to the 3rd of August. So by then, just a little bit slacker with the weather pattern, maybe going rather more shallow, not really going to low pressure, but not as high with the pressure, I suppose, and maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit showery as we begin August. Lastly, the 7th is a 500 millibar high tonnage bring down into week periods. The first week period will take us from the 19th to 25th of July. The coming week, of course, is anticyclonic, really. So although the extreme heat is on the way out in the next few hours, it's going to be relatively dry and pretty warm for much of the time. Week 2 will be the 26th of July to the 1st of August. High pressure then out to our west and southwest. Bringing a lot of dry weather into the west of Europe with that as well. Week 3 is going to be the 2nd to the 8th of August. High pressure is in the middle of the Atlantic. Maybe some sort of lower pressure around here, although it doesn't really indicate that greatly. And then week 4 is going to be the 9th to the 15th of August with high pressure right in over top of the country again. So that could be taking us back to much drier and warmer weather by the time we get through to the 3rd week of, 2nd week I should say, of August. But that is a long, long way out. Right, we're done. If you enjoyed the video, then please say you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. Don't forget to tell your friends and family to subscribe as well. Thank you so much. Drop a comment. Let's don't forget to listen to all of our videos. As you do subscribe, you'll be able to see future weather content too. Whew, gosh, it is so warm here in GavsWeatherVids Tales. I am absolutely melting. And, you know, I'm going to get this video wrapped up. I'm going to go and sit in the freezer, I think, for an hour or so and try and cool myself down because it is unbelievably hot here. And that's it, though. So it's been a historic day of weather. And I knew it was going to be a short video, but I wanted to do this to document, I thought I owed it to everybody to document the weather today. Because it is truly historic. So I've done that, and now I can go and cool myself down. I hope you found the journey to this extreme day over the past couple of weeks interesting and informative. This is what we're here for at GavsWeatherVids. We're all year round. I do videos pretty much every day of the year when I can. Of course, I had to have a lot of time off earlier on this year due to my illness and what happened with P and whatnot. So I've had to have a lot of time off. But overall, we all year round normally. But we are really here for like these severe events, I think, to be able to inform and help people and hopefully help people stay safe and whatnot by passing on the information. So and I think we've done that, I've done that to the best of my ability anyway. So I hope you have found videos over the last couple of weeks informative and useful and helpful. And we're nearly at the end though now. So thankfully, a few more hours of extreme heat to go in the east, and then things will start to get back to normal as the temperature begins to come back down to something much more sensible for our weather. Right, tomorrow we will have 6 AM upload and we'll have a 10 to 14 day, and we will confirm, I think, tomorrow via the UK Met exactly what the hottest temperature was today. We know it will be over 40 degrees, but it'll be confirmed tomorrow. And for this video on this historic day, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.